Today we're in North Yorkshire, a place called Castle Howard, near York. We're in front of the monument. We're going to take a few shots of the road down towards the lake. We're going to start our walk at the lake and walk round the woods on the outside of the Castle Howard grounds and see what we can find. So we're in front of the monument now. We're heading forward towards the lake. We're slowly making our way down the straight avenue now, in between the beech trees on either side, through the first arch, through the second archway, making our way towards the obelisk. So we've passed through the second archway now. We've got the obelisk in front of us. We're just at the side of the obelisk now. If you turn right here, you've got Castle Howard Farm Shop, garden centre, gift shops and cafes. But we're heading forward down the hill, about half a mile to the bottom. We've got our parking on the left-hand side. You've got the big lake on the right. So we've parked our car at the left-hand side of the lake. Free parking. We turn left out of the car park, forward 50 feet, and then immediate right. Down the road, sign says Coneysthorpe. You walk by this tiny little house on the left-hand side, built in 1874. So we're heading down towards Coneysthorpe now. On our right-hand side, we've got the sawmill and the caravan park. So we're heading forward, another couple of hundred yards past these houses on our right-hand side and the old telephone box, and then we're going to turn right then. As we walk along, we look to our left. We're stood at the side of the War Memorial, and we're looking up through the tiny village of Coneysthorpe now, with its village green. Very beautiful village this is, and we hope to be coming back through this village on our way back. We walk forward past the houses, we turn right through the wall. We're heading forward down the track now. The sign says Boghall in Welburn. As we walk down the track, we take a look to our left-hand side. It's beautiful countryside is this. You're walking with a taxi driver today. We take another shot on our left-hand side as we walk forward. We're passing through a gate. It's slightly misty today. It's the 14th of November, but it's quite sunny as well. On our right-hand side, we've got the lake. We've just passed the caravan park. Just when you get to the lake, on your left-hand side, you can take the cut across the field with the yellow arrow. Or just follow the track round if it's a bit muddy. Basically, with bare enough left. The sunshine on the trees with the golds and the oranges looks pretty good at this time of year. Very lucky today to have some sunshine. So as the little footpath meets the track again, we see a footpath sign more or less straight away saying Welburn. And so we turn right there, or just keep going straight on. That's just a nice shot before we carry on. So we're following a little path through the grass. You've got the boundary wall on your right-hand side, and we're just going to follow that. As we walk along, on our left-hand side, we can hear with the chainsaws that they're doing some forestry, some trimming or thinning out the trees. But we just keep following the path. Eventually we see a white gate in front of us. We go through the gate and keep following the wall on our right-hand side. So we made our way up to the white gate, and there's a tiny little hand gate to the right of it. So we've walked through. Then we're just heading forward now, keeping the wall on our right-hand side. As we follow the wall in front of us, we look uphill and we think we've got the Temple of the Four Winds there. But we take a shot of this because we've got the sort of yellowy goldy colour of the trees on our right-hand side, and I think that's quite a good shot, is that. We'll have a closer look when we get further up. Well, we've made our way up towards the temple now, and that's from the side. And there we are at the front. And we've still got this sort of goldy orangey trees at the back on either side. And then we turn round and we look in front of us, and we've a wood there, look, and you can see the change of leaf. Yellows, green, gold, oranges. We just stood in front of the temple now. And then we look to the right-hand side of the wood, and we've got the new river bridge there with the ponds either side. And as we cross over the bridge, we look to our right-hand side, and we can see Castle Howard there, look. And there's a swan there, look, at the bottom of the picture by the look of it. And then if we take the zoom back a bit further, we can see the little cascade in front of us from the top lake as it drops down into the bottom. We look to the left-hand side, and there we've got the Mausoleum. And then we take the zoom off, and you can see the far end of the lake as it goes under the bridge. And then just before we head forward down the track, we look to our right-hand side, and in the distance we can see the pyramid. So like I say, we're on the bridge now, we're heading forward up to the top road and then turning left. We walk to the top, signpost says Hutton's Ambo. We turn left there and walk down the road for a while. And as we walk along, we look to our left-hand side, we can see the Castle Howard there, look. And let's just keep going to the right. You can see in the sunshine the colour of the trees. And then we've got the Temple of the Four Winds and the new river bridge there, look. We just keep heading forward down the road. I can see some tractors up here, so let's have a look. Putting bales onto like a machine there that looks as if it's covering up carrots to me, I don't know. We'll have a look. I can hear it revving up now. Yeah, looks as if they're using the straw bales to cover the carrots. Well, I must admit I've never seen a machine quite like that before. As you can see, they're covering the carrots up with the straw bales there, look. That's just at the side of the road as we walk along. We're on the tarmac road here, look. Quite a unique vehicle that, by the look of it. And then you can see the wheels there, look, on the trailer, steer on their own. Well, we'll make that do. We just keep heading forward down the track. It's going slightly downhill. We're heading towards Low Gaterley now. There's a track and a footpath sign, veers off to your left, but we just keep heading forward slightly downhill on the tarmac road. As soon as you walk round the bend, you'll see a sign saying High Gaterley Farm to your right, and we head that way, downhill. The track crosses over a little stream. We're just following the track at the side of the field, heading slowly uphill now. Walk nearly to the top of the hill, telegraph pole on your left, tree on your right. We turn left there, sign says Wellburn Lane, 1 3/4. So we're heading across an open field now towards the gate in the corner. We just keep heading forward through the fields towards Welburn Road. As we walk along, we get a gap in the hedge and the sun's shining at the far side of the hills, so we take a quick shot. It's beautiful countryside round Castle Howard, and this is only one of the walks. There's a lot of walks here. When we get to the top of the field, we see another signpost, says Easthorpe. We turn left there. We're heading towards the house in the distance, and as we walk down the field, we look to the left again. We've got 2 oak trees there, just changing colour. Quite a nice shot that. And as we head forward, going downhill, we look to our left-hand side, and we've got the Mausoleum in between the 2 oak trees that's, you know, goldy browny colour. And as the sun comes out, we can't resist giving you a quick shot of these trees in the autumn colours. We walk down to the end of the field, the right-hand corner. Straight in front of you, you've got a gate with a blue arrow. Through the gate, slightly uphill. We just keep heading forward. We look to our right-hand side and we see there's another little farm there, look. So we take a quick shot. Walk forward uphill. On your left-hand side, you've got your farm. In front of you, you've got a gate. On the right-hand side, you've got a footpath sign saying Braygate Street, 1 mile. That took some saying. We turn left there. So we're walking round the back of the farm now, but we just take a minute to look back where we've been at the late autumn colours there, look. Looks quite nice. We just keep going now. So we take that quick picture and then we walk round the back of the farm. Just keep heading forward. We can't resist taking a picture of the golden, browny and yellowy coloured trees as we walk along on our left. And as you can see, we're going down a little track right at the side of the wood. Sometimes it's open, sometimes it isn't. We just keep heading forward. As we walk along, on our left-hand side, we've got the Temple of the Four Winds between the 2 golden coloured oak trees. With the changing of the leaves, it's a great time to be walking round Castle Howard. We just hope these pictures come out because there isn't that much light now, slightly cloudy. But we keep heading forward, keep following the track, bearing slightly right. We just keep walking along the edge of the wood, heading towards the road. As we head forward, we pass a signpost on our right-hand side. It says Park House, 1/4 mile. And that bears off slightly right, uphill through the trees. And as you make your way near to the top, we see there's a couple of seats, and that gives us an excuse to look back over the forests and the different coloured trees, following the trail where we've come. Well, we'll keep going, and then we get to the road, walk straight over. The board says Easthorpe Business Park, and on the signpost it says Slingsby Bank. We head forward now. As we walk up the drive, we look to our left-hand side. It's quite nice with all the trees in the distance. We're still heading forward up the drive, looking for a left-hand turn. So we just turn left, just in front of the buildings. And as we walk by the side of the farm, we just take a quick shot of the trees in the distance with the nice browny, orangey, reddy colour. Let's get a bit closer there, look. And there, wherever you look, we keep going. Well, we've walked by the farm, up through the gate, turn left, and we walk along the top now. We've open field on our right-hand side. We've got these beautiful trees in front of us. We're just walking to the right-hand side of them, heading towards Coneysthorpe now. Well, we're walking underneath them trees we've just shown you, and we think that's just a great shot there with the few leaves that's left on the trees in front. And we're out through the trees now, looking into the distance, but there's a bit of mist on, so let's hope these come out. And we're just walking to the left by the side of this beech tree here, just keeping along the tree line. And then, as you can see, on your left-hand side, we're walking through the trees again, but we're still right on the top of the ridge. And the colour's just as beautiful there, look. As you're heading through the wood, you'll come to another post with a few signs on it. We're heading left or slightly left through the wood towards Slingsby Bank and Coneysthorpe. So we're just heading forward through the trees. The bank slopes off to your left-hand side and we're looking for a left turn, and that'll take us towards Coneysthorpe, but that's a bit of a while yet. We'll be back to you. As you can see, on our right-hand side there's open fields. On our left we've got the wood that slopes away from us on the bank, and we're just walking under a beech tree that's shedding its leaves. We're looking for a left-hand turn, you know, as we go. Shouldn't be too far off. We just keep heading forward until we see a wood in front of us stretching out to our right. We look to our left-hand side and we can see a sign there saying Coneysthorpe. So we turn left there, downhill, through the wood, and beautiful it is as well. Coneysthorpe is 3/4 of a mile now. We walk to the end of the wood, then turn left. Within 100 yards we turn right. As we come out of the wood we walk along a track, but as we walk along we look to our left-hand side and we can see 3 acorn trees there, all slightly different colour. If the sunlight was out they'd be fantastic. We just keep heading forward. We've just had a pheasant shoot across through the middle of them gorse bushes. We just stood in the middle of the gorse bushes here. We decide to take a shot to our left-hand side because the trees are so nice, and this was the whole idea of doing the walk at this time of year. We're just heading forward now. We can see Castle Howard in the distance. We'll soon be in Coneysthorpe. Well, here we are. We're back at the top of Coneysthorpe now. We walk to the left-hand side of the building. At the far side we can see the tiny church bell and the little spire. Well, we're back on the green now. We're going to walk to the end of the village, turn right, and that heads back to our car and the lake. We're back at the car park now. In front of us we've got the lake in Castle Howard. If you come to North Yorkshire on holiday, make sure you go inside the grounds in the house, because we've only been able to show you a tiny bit of Castle Howard. We hope you've enjoyed our walk at Castle Howard. You've been walking with the taxi drive today.